named Best Newscast in Iowa. This is the News at 6.
Coming up next on the KWWL News at 6, neighbors find 2 people dead inside a Waterloo apartment. Then state budget cuts has future teachers weary of finding the right job here in Iowa. And it's a sweet season to remember as fans welcome back a team that made history. Good evening, I'm Lauren Squires. We're learning about suspicious deaths after 2 people are found dead in a Waterloo apartment. Neighbors discovered the bodies after 8:40 last night in the 1100 block of Sycamore Avenue. A witness says she saw a woman slumped over in a chair while a dead man had a barrel shotgun between his legs. The witness says she had been shot in the face. Neighbors say it was a man and woman that were believed to live there in their 40s and 50s. They haven't seen them in days, and at this time police are calling it a suspicious death. Names have not yet been released. It's a bittersweet day for a wedding in Kelowna after 11 guests en route to the wedding died in a fiery crash. A family driving on Interstate 65 near Mudford, Kentucky yesterday smashed into a semi-truck smashed into the van head-on. 11 people died, including John and Sadie Esch, 5 of their children, a grandchild, a daughter-in-law, and a fiance of one of their daughters. A family friend riding in the van also died, as did the driver of the truck. 2 children survived. Now, the Esch family has experienced hardship before. One of John and Sadie's sons died in a 2006 snowmobiling crash in Ukraine. And just last year, a fire devastated the family's home. Within 2 months, other Mennonites had built a new home for the couple next to their siding business. Authorities are searching an Iowa State lake for a 3rd time, looking for a student who's been missing since January. 21-year-old Jonathan Lacina was last seen on January 22nd, leaving a friend's apartment in Ames. Crews has searched Lake Laverna twice before, but ice and cold weather made it difficult. New at 6, a Platteville, Wisconsin man faces charges after leading police on a chase by car and then by foot through Grant County early this morning. Deputies say 24-year-old Jesse Silvers reached speeds over 100 miles per hour during the chase. Deputies used stop sticks to deflate tires, but Silvers managed to continue driving and was finally stopped after he rammed into a deputy's car. He then ran into a cornfield and was captured and arrested a short time later. House members will likely take up the issue of a weapons permit law tonight. Earlier today, the Senate voted in favor of a gun measure that overhauls Iowa's systems for issuing permits to carry concealed weapons. Sheriffs would likely have to give a reason why they denied the permit. Now, that was not the only issue up for debate. They are negotiating the last details of a $5.3 billion budget. Lawmakers say they expect to adjourn later tonight. Now, state budget cuts have forced many Iowa schools to make cuts themselves. Some of those cutbacks include eliminating teaching positions, but in less than a month, college graduates will be looking to fill any of those teaching jobs that are available. And as News Channel 7's Danielle Wagner reports, UNI is helping future teachers with that job search, connecting students with those who are looking to hire. Thanks, Danielle. 13 of the 32 organizations looking for teachers were from Iowa. Other states at the fair included Alaska, Texas, Wyoming, and Colorado. Let's check in with Storm Track 7 meteorologist Jeff Kennedy. Now, today's kind of a little bit gloomy, but I guess we've got some good weather headed our direction.
We do, yeah, Jeff. Sure.
Well, the dance is over for the UNI Panthers. Last night they lost 59-52 against Michigan State to end a historical run in the NCAA tournament. Now, dozens of fans cheered as they welcomed the team back this morning in Waterloo. It was a tough loss against Michigan State last night, but fans say they're extremely proud of the team for making it to the Sweet 16. Once inside the Livingston Aviation Center, the congrats continued with about 30 fans there. Players including Ali Farouk-Manesh and Adam Cook signed magazines and shirts for the youngest fans. Fans there today say Iowa is a Panther state. Of course, Jason Epner will have reaction from players and coaches coming up in sports. Coming up next on Iowa's News Channel 7, the Easter Bunny makes an early visit to a farm in eastern Iowa, plus taking the plunge, and a former Hawkeye standout helped lead the way. Covering news in Waterloo, Peosta, Manchester, and your hometown, this is Iowa's News Channel 7.
You're smiling. I like the looks of that,
I like
too.
that. It sounds great to me.
Okay.
Thank you, Jeff. For some Eastern Iowans, a horse-drawn carriage is a tradition that goes along with seeing the Easter Bunny. Dozens made their way out to Heritage Farms this morning for the 16th annual Bunny Brunch. Kids came out to see the animals and, of course, ride the horse-drawn carriage and meet the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, see the Easter Bunny.
Heritage Farms will will have another Easter Bunny brunch next weekend. Coming up on Iowa's News Channel 7, let the race begin. Area scouts use physics for a competition, and it's not quite swimsuit season yet, but that didn't stop these people from taking a dip this afternoon. Covering news in Dubuque, Toledo, Robbins, and your hometown, this is Iowa's News Channel 7. An Eastern Iowa Boy Scout troop held a race today to encourage more involvement. This is video from the Pinewood Derby today in Rhinebeck. The Cub Scouts made their own race cars with a block of pine wood, nails, and wheels. The lesson included carpentry and a little bit of physics.
Getting them up to 5 ounces is very...
Scouts could compete in 3 classes today, and trophies were given out to the fastest cars. And this is fun. Joining us now for sports, Jason Epner. And speaking of races, I suppose a run. We had a nice run in the NCAA tournament. Finally here at 6, there's nothing like plunging into a cold lake for a good cause. You might recognize the guy leading the way. That's former Hawkeye and NFL star Tim Dwight. Participating in today's event. Looks a little cold. A record number of participants took part in the 4th annual Polar Plunge at Coralville Lake. Even some police officers. All proceeds go to help the Special Olympics. And a little cold out there, right, Jeff?
No report on the water temperature. I wonder what it was today.
I'm sure it was
Cold. Yeah.
Well, that does it for tonight at 6. We hope you join us again coming up tonight at 10.